Phoenix is back for another year. And we've brought along some friends to help unveil the big winners.
It's like a cult now.
You think she's cute. You look like such a nerd.
The Kardashians.
Yeah, what they said.
Phoenix New Times challenged you, the readers, to single out the best places to eat, drink, and play around town.
Who will they vote for?
We're gonna find out.
This
This is
the best of Phoenix.
Live it up in the wave pool or take a cruise down the lazy river.
You had us at lazy. Next question.
We're kicking things off with Best Water Park.
Where would you find me at a water park? My gosh, I don't know, but I'm going to have a shirt on. I'm going to cover this thing up.
You'd probably find me at the snack bar. I'd say like 20 years ago, you'd find me in the water, but now you'll find me at the snack bar or in the shade.
I would definitely choose the lazy river. You know that you put that inner tube, you get a little drinky drink around. That's too much work, man. It's pretty wave pool. Then I got 17 kids. You got to make sure they're not drowning.
A wave pool is legit. It's a wave right there in the pool. You don't have to swim out in the ocean and get bit by a shark.
The only thing good about the wave pool is it distributes the urine better than any other pool.
Splash pads are God's gift to Arizona mothers.
Essential.
Splash pads. I mean, it's like God looked at Arizona moms and said, I give you splash pads.
Yeah, on the 6th day is when he made them.
Yeah.
And we need them so badly.
So badly.
What's a splash pad?
Big Surf was always great. I remember whenever I was out of town, flying back home, when you land, you got to see Big Surf from the plane. And like I said, I don't like to be outside. So that's my fondest memory of water parks in Arizona is Big Surf, flying over Big Surf.
Wet and Wild.
Yeah, Wet
That's
and Wild
the
is good.
big one.
Yeah.
Wet and Wild is the big one. Yeah, I like Wet and Wild because it's the big one, and I got kids and
Nice and spread out.
yeah, they got something. Yeah, Wet and Wild. I vote Wet and Wild is my favorite water park of AZ.
And the winner is
Big Surf. The winner in this category does not surprise me at all. Big Surf is actually a past Best of Phoenix winner, and they were also the Valley's first wave pool. Right now, it's not currently the busy time for water parks, but they will be packed in the summer.
Every parent knows the struggle of taking your kid to a restaurant.
Oh, no, I'm good. Thank you.
But you've got to admit, some are better than others.
No one rolls their eyes if your child, not if when your child spills their drink all over the place.
Parents, dig out a melted crayon from your back seat and take notes. We're talking about the best restaurants for kids.
For my kids, my youngest is like he's got like 2 food groups. I think it's chicken fingers and cheeseburgers. So Five Guys Burgers and Fries is a go-to for Christopher.
My daughter loves Brussels sprouts. I am not lying to you. It is the truth. No, I'm not. I'm not lying.
You want me to strangle you right now.
She loves Brussels
You
sprouts.
want everyone
She
to strangle.
orders them at restaurants, and she eats them. She does. It's weird,
Right.
but she loves Brussels sprouts. My son loves hot dogs because you cannot win them all.
I think every kid enjoys pizza. It's easy, and there's so many different varieties. And if you ever have a pizza party, you can look through the boxes and pick the one that's best for you.
My daughter also loves salad. I'm not lying.
I'm going to kill her. I'm going to absolutely murder you when we're done.
My kids love Dave & Buster's. You go in there, it's got great food, and they got a ton of games.
Skee ball got very competitive, and there's a little luck, but mostly strategy involved. And when my kids got better than me, that's when you go to the excuse. My lower back hurts. I've got shoulder issues right now. I'm just going to watch you guys.
Our new favorite.
Right, I was just going to say Jake's Unlimited.
Round of applause. Jake's Unlimited.
They revamped the entire thing, and they have rides in there, the laser tag, and let me tell you about the cheeseburger fries.
Thank you, girl.
Hello.
Get into it.
Oh, you know what's really cool is anything that'll keep your kids off devices. And I've seen a lot of the little wiki sticks where you can kind of form things because we make it a competition.
We go to Oregano's a lot.
We go to Oregano's often, too. That is my son's favorite restaurant. Anytime he has any say over dinner, Oregano's is his favorite.
Really?
Oregano's. They give the kids the dough, the pizza dough to play with, and you can eat it. Yeah, they give them little dough.
And you can eat it too?
Yeah, it's edible.
Oh, I'm gonna do that.
You go to Oregano's, ask for some dough for the kids to play with.
Wait, do I have to have a child with me?
I guess I would pick Pita Jungle because it's anything fast casual is perfect for the kids, and then Pita Jungle is very kid friendly as well, so there's a lot of options for children to eat that I think they like to eat.
I like taking my kids to Angry Crab because I love Angry Crab, and they have the aquarium there where they get to look at the lobster and the crabs. Like, yeah, we're gonna kill that, eat that.
And the winner for Best Restaurant for Kids is Oregano's Pizza Bistro. They've also won some Best of Phoenix awards before. They have a ton of great food options for kids, including pizza, pasta, my personal favorite, the pizza cookie, and it's a great atmosphere to take your family to. You can give them a little pizza dough so they can kind of play with it while they're waiting for their food, and kind of similar to crayons, but a little bit more unique.
Next on the Best of Phoenix.
Howdy, partner. Around here, we're all about barbecue and burritos.
My mouth is watering thinking about it.
Hey, someone give me a margarita. I need one right now.
Who will be named the best?
Filiberto's made the list?
We'll find out.
But first, Barrel Boy goes flying.
Hey, what's going on? It's Barrel Boy. I'm here at iFly Indoor Skydiving, and I'm going to go flying in the barrel. Here we go. Here goes nothing. I need a helmet for this. Oh boy. I'm gonna do that in the barrel. Literally barrel rolls. That was a bad joke. Not nervous at all. You need a dang helmet. How was it? Were you scared? Should I be scared? What's going on, Barrel Boy?
Nathan, nice to meet you.
We ready to do this?
Yeah, you ready?
Let's go.
All right, let's get started. First, I'm going to cover all the basics, and then after the video, I'm just going to review everything.
Ready to go.
For you, I want you to just straight legs the whole time.
Gotcha.
Okay, and then with your hands, pull them in close. We have earplugs, then the headstock.
Earplugs and headstock?
Yep, then the goggles, and all you have to do with the goggles is pull them tight. All right, any questions?
Yeah, we're good.
Cool. Let's have fun.
Amazing. Heck of a lot better than jumping out of some plane at 16,000 feet. I mean, that was, holy cow.
All right, Barrel Boy, what'd you think?
That was awesome.
You did great, man.
We do it again?
Absolutely. You can come back every day.
Can we make a box flew in barrel? My certificate, it says, like, check, flew in barrel. I think I was the very first person to ever fly in a barrel at iFly.
I'm going to say that is probably the case.
Yes.
That is a first for me, and I've been doing this a long time.
Think that looks scary? You should see some of the drawings our guests made.
Oh, Lord. I can tell.
Head over to yourphx.com/bestoffphoenix for clips you won't see on air.
Boom. I'm sorry, was this a game?
We hope your stomach can handle what's coming.
Oh, I'm hungry. Can we cut this thing short and just go get some food?
Slow down there, buckaroo. First, you'll need to dress the part.
This hat is just real flattering.
Now, let's find out who will win the battle of Best Barbecue.
Now you're talking my language. Brisket. You gotta go with the barbecued brisket. It is fantastic. I love it.
If I had to choose between ribs, brisket, chicken, or pork, I would just get the combo and get all four.
A potpourri, if you will.
Yes.
You know what makes also a barbecue spot? When they have good cornbread. If you got a good cornbread
Barbecues also has
with that butter, and not the hard butter when it's that wet butter that just melts.
Oh.
Best side dish for barbecue, hands down, baked beans. Done. And next question.
The best side dish for barbecue is beans.
Can you even put anything besides potatoes next to barbecue?
Brown gravy. Yeah, macaroni and cheese, potato salad, cornbread, baked beans, green beans, corn.
Does that answer your question?
Well, hands down, the best barbecue spot in Phoenix is Little Miss Barbecue. And they have my favorite brisket in the world. Well, that I've ever tried, but you know.
I think Honey Bear's is so good. I remember years ago, the first time I went in there, it caught my eye. They had a T-shirt that said, "You don't need no teeth to eat our meat." And I thought, that can't be real. And the first time I tried it, it was so moist and just, melted in your mouth, and it was true. I mean, I felt like I could have eaten that without teeth.
That brisket melts in your mouth. I don't know how he cooks it, but whew, so good every time I get it. And I'm like, man, I've missed you.
Of those finalists, Little Miss Barbecue, and again, it's close to Chase Field. I love the fact that you got to stand in line forever, and by the time you get up there may be nothing left. But that's authentic. That's something that the rest of the country is going to talk about, and it's another thing that we can stake a flag in for Arizona, in particular Phoenix.
And the winner is
Barbecue. They have great barbecue options, the sauce, the meat, their whole process and how they make it. I know that a lot of people are big on the sides as well. There's a lot of good home-style cooking. I actually was really excited to find out that they just recently opened a location in the Biltmore area. They also did open one in Mesa, so I think the success of them growing is also helping with them winning the Best of Phoenix Award.
Compared to Mexican food, barbecue can go away.
Whoa, simmer down there.
It's fine, Chipotle guy. We can pay the 25 cents.
Oh, you've arrived now, haven't you?
Yes, oh yeah.
Apparently, we've got some strong opinions about the best burritos in town. So let's get to it.
Well, the funny thing is, I have a lot of family back east, so when they come here, any kind of burrito, they think the burritos in Phoenix are the best burritos, even more so than LA.
Really? Than LA?
Yes.
I think hands down, Arizona has the best Mexican food.
I've been very impressed with the Mexican food in Arizona.
She moved here from Dallas, and they have that Tex-Mex, which is not good.
What's not in my burrito is a better question. All of it, all the toppings. I want sour cream, I want guac, I want the spiciest salsa you have. I absolutely want rice, pinto beans. Don't show me those black beans. I can get real assertive with you if you present black beans to me. Corn, take it. Lettuce, absolutely. Pile it in there. It's like, you can't close it. It's like, that's when you know you've won.
Los Dos Molinos is so hot that there is virtually nothing you can do to save your taste buds. You put that stuff in your mouth, and
that's part of it.
I know it is amazing.
Full sensory experience.
It truly is.
Of the finalists, I got to go with Carolina's. I love Carolina's. And you talk about their salsa too, and you have to go over and you pump the salsa out. And their little containers for the salsa are too small, so you've got to go back to the table with like 7 of them.
I'm sure there's like a cult following for Filiberto's. I have never been before. Do I need to go try them?
Filiberto's made the list.
Filiberto's is great, and their servings are ginormous, and there's like all-you-can-eat chips, which, I mean, all-you-can-eat chips while you're waiting on your burrito. It's the best situation ever.
I think Filiberto's wins because the New Times readers are typically college students, I would say, and it's easy, and it's quick, and it's cheap. Did I just totally profile everybody?
I'm gonna go with Carolina's. I remember, and Carolina's has great burritos and chimichangas, which I also enjoy, and also just their tortillas with butter. Oh, hey.
And the winner for Best Burrito is Carolina's Mexican food. They have a lot of good a variety of traditional Mexican food there. They've been in the Valley since 1968, so they're on their 50th year of being open. I know they have a couple different locations. They have breakfast options, they have lunch options, so it's a great opportunity to go and try some really good, authentic Mexican food.
Coming up on the Best of Phoenix. How do you relax? Maybe with a nice massage?
Oh, honey.
I have no idea.
Yeah, God, we're not privileged like that.
Okay, how about a little retail therapy then?
The mall should pay me just for going there and spending all my money.
We're stripping down the competition to find the best spa and mall in the Valley.
All right, y'all, but first,
we go digging for gold
at the Arizona Museum of Natural History.
This here is Arizona Museum of Natural History. This is the place where you can get knowledge. Howdy, folks.
Howdy.
How are you all doing this fine day?
I'm good. What's your name?
My name's Gold Dusty. Take care, Fanny, my burro. Say hi. You folks need a lesson in old-panning, maybe.
How we do.
Love to. Everybody needs a train. Two of you right here. Okay, now you follow these directions. There's a couple ways you can do it.
Hello, Ariana Grande.
Okay, some people like to twist with the wrist.
Hello. What you know about that twisted wrist? Down with the swirl, girl.
The other way to do it is the back and forth motion.
Oh, like a little twerk? You like to twerk it? Oh, wait, I thought I saw some. Hold up. Wait, you didn't get a gold already?
That's gold. That's gold.
Oh.
Never sober. I have never done this.
Hey, Dust Miner, gold. Gold member. I found another one. No, you did not. How much is this worth?
You stupid, Rob.
See that black sand?
Black sand, black sand. Why, what does that mean? Did you
black
win?
Sand, that's a sure sign of gold.
I'm rich. I'm rich.
This is college tuition for my 17 kids.
I found petrified wood.
Hard to teach youngins, let alone older youngins.
Why does this look like a big bowl of quinoa?
My strategy was simple. They were all crowded around with a 49er over here. When I went off of my own tangent, I went off and obviously it panned out. You know what I'm saying? Okay, he knows what I'm talking about. It panned. Look, obviously I won this.
Well, honey, we were told that we had to do a little swirl, which I'm down with the swirl. We had to do a little shake, so I gave it a little, you know what I'm saying? And then I somehow found some gold.
Put on your coziest bathrobe. This is about to get personal.
I'm gonna get emotional about this one.
I feel like I'm on 60 Minutes here. These questions got quite personal.
Geez, guys, relax. We're going to the spa.
One of the #1 things I look for in a spa is atmosphere. When you walk in, you want it to be calming, have the soothing music. I love it when they greet you with tea and like fuzzy robes.
You got to go with someone you're close with, though, that you can really unwind with. Like, not a friend. Not a good first friend outing.
It's not a good first date for friends.
Yeah, too intimate.
Like 30th date.
Too many bathrobes.
I just want a deep massage every day. My body hurts.
We did a carbon peel the other day. Actually, it was yesterday. And it was bizarre. They put this black stuff all over your face, and then as they laser it, it kind of disappears.
It makes a really loud, like, cracking noise. And I looked like 10 years younger afterwards, though, you know?
Yeah, so Onyx Spa in Scottsdale, I went in and I did a foot detox. So I put my feet in this bath water soaking thing situation, and it's supposed to like secrete, all the stuff out of your body, and the water turns black. And I'm like, what does that mean, though?
Nobody in their right mind would touch my feet. I don't go to spas. They would scream. If I went there, they'd scream, go, get out, get out.
What's the strangest treatment I've ever got?
Let's just sit back and listen. This will be fun.
I've had a few. Just yesterday. Yesterday I got an IV treatment. I got some IVs, and then I sat on an oxygen machine for a while. And I went and got a Royal Thai massage.
My kids get dirty and they rub mud over me all the time, so of course I would pay to have someone rub mud on me. Sounds fun.
I think it sounds really great.
Yeah.
I would feel like an Egyptian queen.
I had my blood taken out and spun with ozone and put back in. Facials, body scrubs, foot massages, arm massages. I went to a place and got an hour scalp massage, which was fantastic.
What?
Yeah. Botox. I've had a couple different these facials they do. They take these different layers of skin off.
The best spa treatment I can get every day, I want someone to do my hair. And add some, please, because, I'm kind of bald up top.
Hey, I've also had amniotic fluid and umbilical cord injected into my scalp to help my hair grow. Yeah, that's right.
I had an amazing spa treatment at the Omni with Michael, and he really understood the body, but also he had done a lot of research and classes on women's bodies and how to massage those differently.
I have been to Sanctuary Resort Spa. They are amazing. There, you definitely see Oprah Winfrey. I think she's there every weekend getting a treatment.
And the winner is
Focal Point Salon and Spa. I personally haven't heard of them before, but I was looking through and found some really great amenities they have on there. They appeal to not only women, but also men. They do microblading, they do haircuts, they do injections. They have a wide array of services that they offer. They have a friendly and knowledgeable staff that's there to answer any questions for you.
There's this thing, I don't know if you've heard of it, it's called online shopping.
As if malls are still banging in this decade, and we're about to prove it.
Dang, you better flip it, girl.
Come on, girl, we're going shopping.
I stayed as a teenager at the mall. I loved the mall. Couldn't afford anything but the food court. To meet some girls, well, that was the spot.
I remember we used to make sure we were wearing our McClintock wrestling shirts, so any girls that saw us would know that we were on the wrestling team. And it was always cool to go down to Spencer's Gifts and look at the posters.
I'd go to Spencer's Gifts, and I would go to the posters, and I would look at the posters forever because they always had sexy posters of girls' butts and bikinis, and I would just sit there and look at these posters of these beautiful women.
The one mall store that I always go to the most is definitely Forever 21. I always go to Forever 21, like anytime I'm at the mall.
I always go to the Apple store.
Yeah, the Apple store is good. The Tesla store is fun.
I was gonna say I like going to the Tesla store.
Back when I was a teenager, we didn't have the iPhone.
Before the Pinterest
or
and
even
the Snapchat.
Yeah, or the AOL Messenger, or the filters to make your face look good. So I was with my normal face at the mall quite often.
Kicking it at the Limited Chew.
Grabbing a Cinnabon. Good times.
I have two go-to food court things, and that's Orange Julius and Cinnabon with extra frosting. Because if you're going to do it, you might as well do it.
This is why I like the Scottsdale Fashion Square Mall. Like, their food court is lit. They have the boba teas there. Oh, my gosh.
They got Chipotle over there.
Oh, the Pita Jungle.
They got Johnny Rockets.
Oh.
I like Carolyn Commons though too. They've got some great stores. I love it in the winter when you can walk around and enjoy the weather and get a glass of wine at Postino's and walk over to Anthropology.
The quarter is great too. Now that they're sort of like one, now that they're like sisters.
Yeah, if you play
really
Dodger across Scottsdale Road, you can enjoy both in one evening if you survive. Good luck.
Favorite mall back in the day, I would say Paradise Valley Mall. It's kind of not as cool now. Like all the good shops are gone, but the parking is the best parking lot in the world because you can get in and you can get out. Unlike Desert Ridge. Desert Ridge, I love your shopping center, but you are a mousetrap. Yeah. At Christmas time, I would rather be in hell.
It's got to be Scottsdale Mall, Scottsdale Fashion Center. Why? Because Britney Spears shops there when she's in town.
Ding. Didn't I hear somewhere that the best mall, there's no argument it's going to be Scottsdale. Like next to the Grand Canyon, isn't that the most visited attraction in Arizona?
Scottsdale Fashion Square. Scottsdale Fashion Square is actually one of the largest shopping malls in the Southwest. They have such an array of options. 3 stories of retail and restaurants. They have the excellent park and theater there that you have the dining experience included. And they also have some VIP amenities there, some valet service.
Next,
on the best
of Phoenix.
Did you know Phoenix New Times originally wanted to do the worst of Phoenix?
I went, what?
It's no joke. We're turning back the clock to see how the Best of Phoenix issue got its start. But first, can you guess the price of what's in my shopping cart?
So this is Price is Right. We guess without going over.
Come on now.
It's from Kendra Scott.
Oh, the price tag is on this.
Sure. These are some earrings.
Kind of bougie, considerable heft. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm going to say $20.
$329 and 1 cent.
I'm going to guess $54.
I'm going to guess $55.
I hate you so much.
$68. Do I win?
Yes!
Next up, what do we have from Warby Parker?
These are like the Tom shoes and glasses.
Those are fancy. I like those.
Yeah. Look like a damn professor, don't they?
Yeah.
These are made in Italy. So like,
Okay. They're handcrafted.
You say, only hear what I want to. Yes. Yeah.
I'm going to say, wow, I can see better.
Wow.
I'm gonna say 178.
125.
I'll say 124.
Are you kidding?
they're priceless.
$1 is the right strategy. Tell me what I won, Bob.
They're only $95?
That's really good.
My mind is blown. You can leave them on my face.
Oh my God. This is like my dream from when I was like young.
American girl. Oh my God. Sorry. I just did a burnout on Brooke's hand.
Touch the seat. It might be leather.
I'm gonna guess $375.
$265. That's my final offer.
I've had remote control cars forever, and I got 3 boys.
Oh my God, Georgie! Georgie!
I'm Robin Wilson from Gin Blossoms. This is
Scott Hessel.
Hi. We have a new record. It's called Mixed Reality. Here's one of our songs.
1, 2, 3.
It's a blast from the past. The Gin Blossoms talk about back when they were named the best local band in Phoenix.
You could make a case that maybe we were, although the Meat Puppets were pretty hot in those days.
Watch the whole clip right now on yourphx.com/bestoffphoenix. 4 decades ago, in 1978, Phoenix New Times' Best of Phoenix issue started as a little idea. New Times staffers wanted to drum up excitement and increase readership by naming the worst bars, restaurants, and things to do in Phoenix and calling the issue The Worst in Phoenix. That didn't sound so great to advertisers. So instead, they decided to highlight the greatest spots to visit in our city and the surrounding suburbs and call it The Best of Phoenix. The idea was a hit. In 1994, the popular Readers Poll was added, letting you, the reader, vote on your favorites in each category on the website and through snail mail. The votes are then counted by New Times staff before a winner is crowned. To create this behemoth of an issue, 125 people work on it for 8 straight months. This year, 65,000 copies of the Best of Phoenix issue will be delivered to newsstands and kiosks around the valley. It'll take 7 semi-trucks to deliver them. To see the winners revealed, more than 1 million visitors will visit the website the day the issue is published, and 100% of issues are picked up from newsstands on that day, too. That brings us to today. Now, 40 years after the first issue was released, the Best of Phoenix issue has become a well-known and respected guide to entertainment in Arizona, and it's a staple in most Valley homes. And now for the second year in a row, your Phoenix CW is bringing the Reader's Choice winners to television with the help of a few good friends.
Coming up on the Best of Phoenix.
It's the home stretch. Who will win for Best Pro Athlete and Best Sports Bar in Phoenix?
I want to make sure I don't offend any sponsors.
And you don't want to miss the winners for Best Coffee House and Happy Hour.
I do love a good dirty martini every once in a while if I'm feeling a little dirty.
There's no I in team, but there sure is one in win.
That was not the best joke of Phoenix.
Well then, let's cut to the chase. Who will be named Phoenix's Best Pro Athlete?
The best athlete in the history of Arizona, bar none, Luis Gonzalez. He is the man.
To me, I'm a little biased, but I think Luis Gonzalez is as good as it gets. He was a World Series hero, World Series champion, but again, when we go back to winning both on and off the field, I have never seen another athlete or celebrity like Gonzo.
I would say Charles Barkley is the greatest athlete ever to play in Arizona because, seriously, I took the Suns to the championship. Before I got here, they were nothing.
That's what I was just going to say. I think past or present, Charles Barkley is the best athlete because he was in Space Jam.
Best current athlete. Got to go with my man Fitz. Go Larry. Let's bring a title home this year, baby.
Larry Fitzgerald, I think, is incredibly well respected on and off the field throughout the country. He's like one of those guys that's really represents Arizona incredibly well.
I just think Jake Lamb is really beautiful.
You don't even know what position Jake Lamb plays, do you?
The bass.
Why is he so good?
Because he plays the bass very well, and he looks good doing it.
This is the only stat Brooke is involved with in Jake Lamb's career.
Keep up the good work, Jake.
Anish actually says he would date Brittany Griner.
No, we would get married.
Brittany Griner.
We're skipping to the big stuff.
It's going to be Paul Goldschmidt. Goldie is one of a kind. We are so lucky to have him. Every kid, boy or girl, wants to be number 44 on their softball or Little League team. Paul Goldschmidt, what a stud.
And the winner is...
Larry Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald is not a surprise to win this award. I feel like all of our natives absolutely adore him. He's one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. He's always doing stuff for the community. You see a lot of news articles and social posts about him doing things to help others. I believe he's won the Walter Payton Man of the Year award as well. So he's just a really all-around great guy on the field and off the field.
For every Larry Fitzgerald, there are thousands of fans.
Yeah, for Cardinals, these are diehard fans that, like, you're born into it, especially, like, for football in general.
So on game day, there's a good chance you'll find some at the best sports bar in town.
I think at a sports bar, you know, I'm not going to sit down and have necessarily a steak dinner. I'm not going to do lobster at a sports bar. I'll find myself more with a burger or sliders or fun appetizers as a group or at the table.
I try to recreate the sports experience, so I will have the sliders and the nachos, and I will try to do it up right.
If I go to a sports bar, what am I going to drink? It's going to be beer. Always beer. Have to have beer. You go to a sports bar to drink beer. You don't go to a sports bar to drink a Cosmopolitan. Who goes to a sports bar to drink a Cosmopolitan?
I like bar nuts, but I have to, I'll tell you, I'm a germaphobe. I don't like to share. If I'm going to go for the bar nuts, I got to go first, and I have to make sure that it's a clean dish. It's not one that's been used for like 5 days straight that they just put in a pile and just scoop out and put back on the table.
Bar nuts are risky during cold and flu season, but if it's just me and like one other person and they look clean, I'll eat them.
There's nothing wrong with sticking your hand inside a bowl of nuts and just grabbing it and taking a good old munch.
Touch that with this bat.
Salted or why not just
sure
take
you like some salted, I'm sure of it.
Why not just take a nice little nibble?
My go-to sports bar, the Hub. Why? Because I own some of it.
I like Coach's Corner because it's right next to Chase Field. They're good partners of ours. They have a lot of food items and drink items related to our franchise, and they're really good to our employers and team players.
So, I don't know about sports bar, but I used to go to Stacy's when RuPaul's Drag Race was on, and that's pretty much the gay sport. That's like, it's pretty much the same thing.
I go Zips. Zips is my go-to.
I've actually only ever been to Zips
Yeah.
of all those.
Me as well. Zips, yeah.
We need to get out more, guys.
Of those, I would probably go with Zips. I think Zips does a nice job, and there's so many throughout the town and throughout the valley. You can always find one. And great menu, a lot of TVs, and good time.
And the winner for Best Sports Bar is Zips Sports Grill. They have some really great wings. They have their zipperitas are very popular. They're awesome for going and watching the game. They have hundreds of TVs. They haven't really tried to take any like twists on the classics. So, you're getting your burgers, your wings, your mozzarella sticks. I know some of my friends love the focaccia bread as well. So they have a great array of options on their menu.
Next.
On the Best of Phoenix.
In the morning, it's coffee. But in the evening,
there's no beer here. I need some beer. Can I get a beer?
We're unveiling the winners for Best Coffee House and Best Happy Hour.
How do they do that?
But first, let's test our knowledge of Arizona.
Ready. All right, so I want to welcome you.
Here we go.
I am Marshall Shore, Arizona's hip historian, and we are embarking on an adventure to an undisclosed location. And in so doing so, we're going to talk about some Arizona history with some trivia questions.
Time to get our hip history on. First question, what is the statue for running red lights?
Do you know who was the first prostitute ever to grace the street?
No.
Your mom.
What is the oldest bridge in Arizona?
I don't even know a bridge in Arizona.
I want to say it's the Tonto Bridge.
It's the London Bridge. And Lake Havasu.
Dang it. Trick question.
So this is Hayden's Mill, which is why this is Mill Avenue. Well, Hayden Flour Mill is still producing, but just not here.
Now there's just a lot of cats.
Since we're heading on the parking garage, name two of the deserts in Arizona.
Sonoran Deserts and the... Ready? You guys want?
Sure.
The Mojave Desert.
All right, and here we are in downtown Tempe at our disclosed secret location. We are here at Rodeo Ranch.
Right.
Where, Brooke, I think you'll find a nice
inside
surprise
here?
inside, just waiting for you.
Oh, wow.
Oh, whoa. Well, what have we here?
I guess we're going to go for a ride.
I've got spurs to jingle, jangle, jingle.
You wear your special underwear? The bull is not the only one who's hurting, if you know what I'm saying.
What is he doing?
When was the last time you saw a bull rider wearing seersucker? Oh, my.
Turn it up!
Bro, I almost had a sticky boob fall out, malfunction. So there's that. This is scary.
That's a big part of Arizona history. Either riding the bull or slinging it.
Bye. Thank you, guys.
Bye. Thank you.
It's something most of us drink just to survive.
Give me that IV.
Forget water. I'm talking about coffee. And we're about to find out the best place in town to guzzle down a cup of joe.
How many cups of coffee a day? Usually as
Drinks
much...
a lot of coffee, more than anybody I know.
As much as one can take without ending up in the emergency room, which has happened.
I don't know. With coffee with me, I could have 1 cup a day. I could have 5 cups a day.
My dad loves coffee. He was like a huge coffee person. So us especially, like, we know good coffee.
My background's Dutch, so in our family, we drink coffee pretty much every couple hours. It's crazy.
I make my coffee in the morning with an espresso machine, and I do 2 pods. I add some collagen, some coconut milk, and a tiny bit of sugar.
You know, I've been told that, you know, real men are supposed to take their coffee black. Well, I guess I'm not a real man then, because I like sugar and I like milk. Put those things in my coffee. I want them in there.
I'm a Keurig person. Yeah, my whole family, we like Keurig. I still think, you know, I look back at what the greatest invention over the years has been. You know, is it the airplane? Is it the bidet? I think it's the Keurig.
We have a Keurig.
Yeah, we're kind of basic. We have a Keurig, but we have an espresso on the wedding registry, so...
Oh my
All
God.
my friends out there in Phoenix.
What is each of our Starbucks order? I don't even know where to start. I have so many.
My Starbucks order nowadays is a venti white chocolate mocha with chocolate drizzle and whipped cream.
Good God.
What happened 10 years ago was like, hey, you want a cup of coffee? Yeah, cream and sugar? That was it. Now you got like frappuccinos, caramel lattes, what? I don't know any of this stuff.
You know, I love the taste of Dutch Bros. I love their service, their customer service. They have a lot of fun with you.
I like Dutch Bros. They're really cool when you like the experience of getting coffee there is awesome. Everyone's like really happy. They're always blasting music. Their coffee's really good.
I think that Dutch Brothers is going to win. People love Dutch Brothers. Have you seen their lines? It's insane.
And the winner is...
Dutch Bros Coffee. I'm not surprised about Dutch Bros winning. They are constantly packed no matter what time of night. You can drive by at 10 o'clock at night. I've driven by at 1 o'clock in the morning. They always have someone there picking up their coffee, getting their caffeine fix. I think a lot of that comes in part from their very friendly staff, their great coffee options, which just kind of gives you a great overall experience when you're getting your caffeine.
Whether you like your martini shaken or stirred, there's one thing we can all agree on.
If it ends with day, that's what day I like to go to happy hour.
So crack open that bottle of tequila.
You guys really like tequila.
We're about to unveil the best happy hour.
Hey, it's happy hour. I'm ready to go. I worked all day. I want something to drink. I want something to eat. Bring it. Bring it now.
Best happy hour, boy. So, when you work mornings, we like to eat dinner. I think a lot of us, if somebody said, would you like to meet for dinner at 3:15, we'd be like, awesome.
It's the best time to go out because I don't know about you, but I am 8:30. I don't want to go anywhere anymore.
We're done. We're senior citizens.
No.
I would love to have a frozen strawberry margarita right now, actually.
There's this weird concoction one of the producers on The Bachelor came up with, and I always order it. It's white tequila, grapefruit juice, and soda water with lime on top, and I get that everywhere I go.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
What makes a good happy hour for me is good food deals. I feel like a lot of places have really good drink deals during happy hour, but sometimes they forget about the food aspect.
I want heavy apps. I want bruschetta. I want like hearty dips. I want to leave full.
Yeah, I want to leave full and not pay much money.
That's right.
Happy hour is like usually what I do with all my girlfriends, and there's like a few of our favorite places that we go. We go to Pita Jungle because they have a great happy hour. They also serve like wine and I think beer too.
I love Ziteas. They have their great food, and I love the Mexican infusion. So good.
Good spicy pasta dishes.
Yes.
I love the Vig in the winter when the back patio's open and the ambiance is obviously a little bit better just because it's so small in the Vig, so when those doors are open, it feels like a lot bigger.
The fun thing about the Vig, too, is typically they'll have entertainment, and on weekends, the Vig is great because there's usually outdoor games as well, and I think it's about as hip a spot with multiple locations as we have right now.
I think we drove in that day, and the first place we went was AZ88.
Yeah, it's my parents' favorite place. We'll be going there forever.
I'm going to go with AZ88. That's a great spot in general, so to go there for happy hour, I think would be legit.
And the winner is...
The Vig. They also have won Best of Phoenix Award before. I know they have a lot of wine deals. I particularly like going there myself because there's such a great atmosphere. You can go with your family, you can go with your friends. It can be low-key, it can be upbeat. You kind of just have a variety of options when you're there, as well as their menu. Everything from mac and cheese to burgers, and the list goes on.
Before we go, let's see how well our guests know their cocktails. Prickly pear margarita.
I would think that it has tequila. Cactus.
Some prickly pear syrup.
There's also going to be some sort of a spice.
Rainbow sherbet. Vodka.
And a salted rim, if that's what you like.
That's what I put in mine, anyway.
Old fashioned.
My husband is obsessed with old fashioned.
I can't. I'm glad you can. Go.
Bourbon. And bitters.
And something else.
Come on.
It's been a while since I've had an old fashioned.
A little bit of sugar. That's my old fashioned.
Ooh.
And a cherry.
That's our final answer.
Tequila sunrise.
Tequila and beer. No.
Tequila. A little bit of sun. Some rise.
Tequila and champagne.
Whatever's left over in the liquor cabinet, just throw it in and mix it up.
Twisty straw on top.
I really have no idea. Do people still make those?
You guys really like tequila.
Our show may be over, but you can continue the party on yourphx.com/bestoffphoenix.
Oh, we can? Oh, I wish I knew.
Watch clips you didn't see on air, like Ari and Lauren playing the newlywed game.
I can sing it for you.
Go for it.
I found love for me.